appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. And I have to say that, because I am Cindy Cochran, and I have to remind Richard, who Richard, he has to interject all the time when I'm talking and try and justify what I've said or make me look stupid. But he's having a harder and harder time, because I'm getting better and better, Richard. And so I'm starting to get, I'm taking Prevagen. Do you know what that is? You don't know what Prevagen? It's a memory pill. You take that and then you're supposed to have perfect memory. So, and you just better be careful, because that my memory's getting closer and closer to remembering all the things you said and did to me. So, you better watch it. I may have to change my whole attitude toward you. My kids would go like, does he like you? And I went, sure, he loves me. What do you mean? He goes, and they go, I don't know if he likes you. I think you just think he likes you, but he doesn't really. But you really do like me, right? Don't you, Richard? Yes. He did shake his head this way. Okay. He may have been going like, oh, sure. But anyway, we have got two exciting guests with us today, and I'm not counting Ricky yet, but Ricky and we've got Kimberly with us, and they're from the 618, what do you call it, group or?
American Legion.
I know, but is there like the members club? Is it a club? Okay. Mm-hmm. So they're with the 618 in Willis, Texas, and y'all all know, I know Willis, Texas. And we had the other American Legion group on
95.
They had 95. And I could say, like, okay, and how did you get those numbers? We were just the next number. I guess it was after 94.
What's assigned us?
So I went, okay, so it didn't have anything, like some meaning that we all need to know. But they complimented you so high that your group in Willis is going to have you're doing a fundraiser. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're here for. We're going to talk about that. Because I asked them, I said, okay, so what kind of food are y'all going to have? And they said, well, we're going to do da-da-da, and it's not really food, but if you want good food, you better go to Willis when they have their fundraiser, because that food is just, she just went on and on about the food y'all do. Now, y'all going to have the same food you had last time when she was there? When Roxanne was there? This one barbecue? It's a cook-off, right?
The next cook-off coming up is the Honor Guard cook-off on October 18th.
Right.
The 5 categories that they'll have is pina coladas, beans, dessert, ribs, and brisket. But they'll also be selling $5 pulled pork sandwiches to the public as well, for anybody that wants to just come and attend.
Uh-huh. Can you buy the whole thing from them and take it home with you? No, I guess not. If they win, is there going to be winners? Y'all have judges.
Oh yes, there's a judging room. There's generally 6 to 12 judges there, depending on how many people turned in, how many cooking teams there is turned in.
Uh-huh.
And then let's see, what else?
That's it.
6
That's
to
where
12.
they do the judging. They judge all categories.
Now get up to that mic, Ricky, because you're so laid back. You're like, so anyway, with the mic, you gotta talk in the mic. So
they will judge all the categories, and then they'll pick. They'll have in that class they'll pick first through 10th.
It's like ribs, and then it's brisket,
ribs,
and then
brisket,
We're also doing a grand champion as
Beans.
well, and then we have a showmanship, which would be who has the most patriotic cook site,
Oh, so they get to decorate and
because it's for the honor guard. So then we have awards first through third, which are all patriotic for all 5 categories, and then ribbons for 4th through 10th.
Oh, okay. Well, see, we Richard and I actually had the honor of judging. The what was the group's name that we judged? Richard, you're supposed to know these things. That's why you're sitting there. So put the mic up.
It was the Thin Blue Line Motorcycle
That's right, gang.
Club fundraiser.
Have you ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
They're a motorcycle group, and they do a lot of really good for different people and officers that have
They
been
run
slain.
protection for Cindy's drug syndicate.
Shut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
That-
that's
So
what
they still hold their same titles.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'm so surprised that my
And-
family still accepts me, and because they listen.
You
to
wouldn't know
Richard.
it. She's a biker. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. and you would you definitely need Cindy to be a judge because she doesn't understand anything about barbecue.
Oh, you can sign
But
up
she
to
likes
judge.
good food.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like she
no, you know what?
she goes, "This is good," and then she's like, "This isn't that good.
Hey, you
This
know
is
what?
good. This isn't that
Listen,
good."
Spring Creek Barbecue's about ready to name some dish after me because there's
And that
so
place is
much. so don't
terrible.
tell me, huh?
And that place is terrible.
No. Now we can. Okay, I was going to try and get them as a sponsor. Thanks a lot.
Well, we can talk about how terrible they are. Well, we don't mind.
They are so good.
This is your PR guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See,
It's really showing.
and he uplifts and tells people,
Well,
you know, like,
it's always funny to me though when people talk about those kind of barbecue spots because there's so much good barbecue in the state of Texas, especially when you go to the cook-offs like y'all's, because those are individuals who spend a lot of time on their craft, and then when you go to like a Rudy's, it's not bad, but it's like going to McDonald's for a hamburger than if you go to another place. It's the same.
now that I'll agree. I'll agree with you there.
That's how I see it. It's like
But
it's gonna be okay, but there's better burger places around town.
Yeah.
But
You know,
Cindy loves her McDonald's. You know,
I was just getting ready to say, but McDonald's has the best home style burger. I mean, it's hard to.
again, perfect judge, right?
Yeah.
You can sign up to judge for all 5 categories with the bartender.
And then of course we were judging. What were
You're
those
gonna
called?
Go, this ain't Rudy's.
Yeah, we were judging Bloody Marys, and Cindy doesn't drink, and so I drank hers, and I had a great time after that. I had to try 12 drinks, and I was just like, "This is great." And Cindy's like, "Are you supposed to drink all of it?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just drank it."
And what's bad is that I was having at the time I was having a horrible time walking because of this neuropathy that I have, and so he's having to hold my hand and walking over this bridge and stuff and trying to okay, don't fall, and
I just told everyone she's my sugar mama. That's my sugar mama. I got to take care of her.
I could be your sugar grandma. You
Hey,
can just
sugar-
say
sugar
that. Yeah.
grandma.
Yeah, just say that. But anyway, we did the judging, and I spent so much money on that thing because all the T-shirts they had. So do y'all have merchandise that you sell that has?
We have hats and shirts that we have available for sale.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, cool. Like these hats?
These are member hats.
These are those are earned.
Oh,
Yeah,
These are
I'm
for
sorry.
veterans.
I'm
We
sorry.
have some like this.
Ricky's getting something.
Uh-oh.
like a
Look
ball
at-
Don't-
cap.
A ball cap.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're right. Because of course, if I wore it, they wouldn't believe that I had anything to do with it. But so now tell me what part of the service you were in.
I was in the Air Force.
You were in the Air Force. Now, should I know that because of the hat?
No.
How do I?
Well,
But
yeah,
it
if you
does.
look
I do
on
have
that
an
side,
Air
you can
Force
read
pin
it up
on there.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I was trying to think like, now how would I know? And you served in what? I ca-
She can't
Marine
read.
Corps.
Marine Corps. Marine Corps. That's what Roxanne was in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
She served in the Marine Corps, and so then I said to Richard, I said, so no, and you were. He said, I'm a chaplain, and I went, oh, okay. And then finally he says, but I was in the Air Force. I flew and stuff. I said, oh, okay, because I didn't know how we were going to combine those two. But to me, the Marine Corps has such a, they have a great song, and they do have a lot of like, well, their reputations like having all these really buff guys and these really, like really strong guys, and that
We run faster too.
and they run faster too. Yeah, see, that was it. They run faster, but it's just funny because it's not true. I mean, they really, that's all myth because they're thinking that the Marines are bigger, faster, more powerful than a speeding bullet, and so. But the women, when the guys left for war, and the women had to come in and take over and take care of, in World War II and stuff, take care of a lot of the, help build the planes. And that's what was so funny is the women were building things that the guys were going to have to be flying or driving or whatever, and how women are known not to be great drivers or great with mechanics or anything like that, and they were keeping everything going. And so it was, so this was that's icon of her doing that and thinking women are taking care of all this stuff that the men did. And so when the men came back, it was like, wait a minute, we got to go back home and just cook, and that's all I'm going to do. And they probably were glad. A lot of them were probably glad to get back home and just say like, yeah, you take it from here. But because the guys came back and, they had to try and find jobs and and the women were taking jobs up. And then you saw the movie about the baseball, that they even had the women start playing baseball so they could have, make the money and all that. But and they didn't want to give it up. They that was like, I'm going to still play ball. I don't care if guys are back or whatever. We're going to play ball, and we can make our own league. And so it was just interesting how, and then there was a lot of competition between the different, groups in the military, because it seemed like the Navy and the Air Force and all those guys would be competitive. And it was just strange that competitiveness was there. Why would you be upset with these guys that are doing the same thing you're doing? They're going out and sacrificing a lot, their life, their family's life, and everything like that. So, but I love it, and we in the program each week with the first responders and how much we love them and admire them and how brave they are. And so I want to tell you right now, thank you so much for your service. And it was, when did you serve, from when to when?
I went in 2000 and got out in 2001.
In 2001? Mm-hmm. Well, you learned quick, didn't you?
I'm service-connected disabled.
Because I was like, you got in there and learned, said, I can do this. Just give me a harder job. This is nothing, because women were going in now and taking so much of the strategy stuff, and they're sending things. They never have to even walk out to a field or handle a gun because they can do so many things in the, and so it's interesting. I'm really excited to see how this all falls out with this new regime and really making the rules and regulations and all that, trying to bring them back to bygone days and see how they fit. Because they're just talking about how fit everybody has to be. You can't, you're not going to be able to go out there and weigh 300 pounds and think you're going to get respect and stuff. So he threw a lot of shade on people with weight, and now they're getting the backlash from that because people don't want to talk. You don't talk about my weight. Don't step on my toes. That kind of thing. But they're trying to get it to where everybody is, gets. They're going to send them like to a boot camp if they don't shape up, by themselves. They're sending them to a boot camp and get them that way. And he's talking about the generals. So, and he said everybody's got to be in good shape. And now see what you guys are doing and what you're doing. I guess the same thing that like Roxanne and we're doing is that people come in there and you let. Do you have to be a member of the military to come into your?
To be a Legionnaire, you have to be a veteran.
Okay.
But we have different organizations. We have like the Sons and the Auxiliary. So to join the Auxiliary, you can be male or female. You can be a veteran, a spouse of a veteran, grandmother, grandfather, mother, father, sister, brother, or even adopted. But the Sons of the American Legion, that's only males.
It's a son of a.
It would be a son, stepson, a male descendant of a vet, or even adopted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But a Legionnaire side, the only thing we require other than just being a veteran is you have to have an honorable discharge.
An honorable discharge. Well, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Okay, so now I'm glad now that I can talk to you, Ricky, because I know you've had an honorable discharge to have sit in that seat.
Yes.
And see, we didn't vet you very much, did we? You're kind of like, okay, and you
I'm
are.
just listening to y'all figure it out.
You're going, I thought we had problems, but we don't really. No, but that's what I love having you guys come on, because I was telling them earlier that when you go to this cook-off and you get to meet the people that have been on the show, and Ricky's there, he'll greet you just like, you were walking into Walmart. And so, and then there's Kimberly that, now are you cooking? Any of y'all cooking? Are y'all?
No, he's the commander, so he'll be busy the whole day in different areas, and I'm the second vice, and we're both members of the Honor Guard, so we'll be very active that day, volunteering, helping run the cook-off.
Okay, and so, but you'll still have a chance to say hi to the people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
talk
Oh,
to them
yes.
and stuff like
Yes.
that.
That's us. We'll shake hands with everybody.
Well, see, there you go. And if you just take that glove off, after.
I don't wear rings
keep
on that
changing.
hand because there's a lot of people that.
Oh, they're so strong. You're right. You're right. It's almost like that. Whenever you're a kid and you grab somebody's hand and you try and push them down, and that's how. In fact, I think Trump must have learned that when he shakes somebody's hand, he takes their hand, and I know that they're going like, I can't act like it hurts. Oh no, and because they just, I don't know if they're showing off or they're just, it's just a really enthusiastic handshake, but you guys will be there. And now the activities that you have, do you have activities as well?
There'll be a veteran resource fair going on that same day, outdoors from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., where we'll have an array of different veteran organizations. Either they help veterans or they're involved with veterans some way. There'll be a multitude of different ones there.
So a lot of veterans that are listening right now that maybe recently, it would behoove them to go and find all the things that are available to you.
Yes.
Because sometimes we know the high cost of after you leave the service, and there's a lot of problems. There could be emotional problems and things like that, and to have some place to go and be able to talk, because they don't want to talk to their family a lot of times, but if they can come and talk to someone who understands, it's been there and it has experienced that would be
Definitely.
that would be best, for them. And so I'm sure y'all, you provide a lot of services and stuff like that. Now, the kids, how early, what is your age limit, is if they are related to someone who's a vet? It doesn't matter.
The SAL, they've got members in there like 12 years old, 10 years old. And we just did the district convention at our post this last weekend. And their sergeant at arms, he was, I think he's 13 now. But yeah,
That's
and
great.
he stood there in his cover and shirt, and he did his job accordingly. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's so awesome is that you provide things that will help kids, and things and get them out of the house and away from the games and real and see real life and say the stories you guys must have.
We have a juniors program within our auxiliary and our sons program, and we have Boys State and Girls Nation. It's a American Legion family. There's room for everyone, and within your veteran family, there's space for you there at the post. Something to do. We are the largest post within our district.
Oh, you are?
And we're actually celebrating our 50-year anniversary this year.
Now, where are you located? Where will this be located?
At our post on 1097 East.
1097 East.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I lived in Willis, and
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
It's on the other side of the tracks from where you were.
So
on the other side. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Our exact address would be 13054 FM East 1097 in Willis.
1097. Okay. That's so funny. I'm trying
Right
to
past the lumber yard.
past the lumberyard.
Past the lumber yard, then the cemetery, and then we're right there beside it across from the Shell.
Oh, okay. All right. If you give me some place where
Do you know where the constable's office is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see our building from the constable's office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in Willis, I had about 3 different directions I'd go and then go places, and I hated to get out of Willis and go into Conroe and then go to Woodlands.
But
Woodlands
here we
was
are.
It's just like Woodlands was so far away. It seemed like after I thought, and then you get downtown. Oh, that just gives me chills. So you want to go get back and crawl back under the covers in your Willis area. So this is my home, and then we moved to Harmony, and it was like culture shock. And so I think that it's interesting how we're so close together, like Huntsville and all. And there's so many things and places that you can go and do, and it's a safe place.
Yeah.
I tell people, I said, I watch the news all the time, and it makes you feel like it's, like go lock your door now, make sure your door's locked and all that stuff. And you should be safe. Try and do things to keep your house safe, but it is just, you feel so like you see the officers everywhere, and I like seeing them everywhere. I mean, I know there's groups that say, let's defund the police and let's get rid of the police and all that, but I don't understand that. And the bigger the gun they're carrying, I like it even better. So it makes me feel good. Except when I remember flying to some place, and I get out, going to the airport, and there's guys with those big machine guns, and they're dressed, and I'm going like, have y'all had a little trouble here, or what's going on? And they go,
Not yet.
yeah, no, and when they come and see us, they usually don't do that because of how we're armed. And I said, yeah, no, you make me feel safe. Usually I'll see a police officer in a grocery store, and I'll go over to them and give them a hug and say, thank you for being here. And they went, you're welcome. I just came in for some bread and milk. No, they hire them, and I understand why they do. And you want to have them there for sure. And so, but you guys that you've been there, and how many years did you serve, Ricky?
Oh, I served 5 years active and 1 inactive, total of 6. You have a 6-year obligation to your country, okay, here in America, and that's what. Whenever you back in the 70s when you enlisted, that's what you got told. You got 6 years obligation. You can do 2 active, 3 active, 4 active, or you can do all 6 of them active. Which one you want? I said 4 and extended 1.
And then you added one because you were having such a good time.
Oh yeah, it was a party.
It was a party. It was a party. Well, that's the Marines for you. I mean, they just those party hardy. It's okay. But anyway, I do love y'all's. I love y'all's song so much.
Thank you.
And when we have Veterans Day and they start playing the music for everybody, and you stand up, and even if your dad, my dad was in the Navy, and he says y'all stand up too, and I just cry. I just sit there and cry. It's so stupid, you know. I know I'm going to do that, and I'm trying not to, like, don't cry, and it does. It just raises the hair on your arm, and like that. It's just very cool. But I was I was born in '48, so, you know, you go through all the different periods that you've gone through, '60s and stuff like that. We've come a long way, baby, and as what the surgeons right now of patriotism, right now in this window, we have a little window that seems like everybody's starting to get it, and you know, like even spiritually and all. And so whenever you have clubs and you have organizations that provide you with, you know, keeping that going, because a lot of times you start feeling like, you know, if our books that the kids are studying have been taken out of it that the parents aren't giving them at home, like, you know, it's hard to think. Let's see, how many times have I sat the kids down and said, "What do y'all think about patriotism?" and what about? And they said, "Well, what's the game's name?" You know, like if there's a game for it, it'd be fine. And maybe that's what we need to do, is just start, you know, like, why not fall in line with those kids, because they're going to stay up in their room most of the time playing those games, and have something that may teach them.
Well, in the Honor Guard, we teach flag etiquette to kids and different things. Like
In
we
the
have to.
elementary school.
Oh, I bet they love that.
So we not only do military honors for fallen soldiers and color guard duty, we do flag etiquette and flag disposal as well.
Yeah, and we do a lot with the youth like that, yeah. The teachers call us from Turner Elementary and the ones from around there. We'll do it, we're gonna do a flag ceremony for them on November the 11th also.
Right,
At
right.
Turner Elementary.
At Turner?
Mm-hmm.
So, but y'all go to Willis.
We go wherever they call us.
Yeah.
Like when we do Boy State, we do out of the 4 schools around here.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually send like 4 to 6 boys to Boy State every year. You know what Boy State is? I'm sure Roxanne told you.
I don't remember her saying
it's,
Boys State. She was bragging about how they got these awards and things like that, but I didn't know where it was from. Boys State.
Oh, I don't know about the award she was bragging about, but I do know Boy State. We go into the high schools in junior high, and we get the juniors that year that are the high scores of 11th grade. They'll go to Boy State. We sponsor, like I said, those to go to Boy State, and we pick them from their high IQs in class. They have to be of the top 4 to go to Boy State, because that's where you go and you learn how to be the governor and you learn how to be a senator.
Politician.
It teaches the American government system on a state level. Okay.
On a state level, yeah.
And they go and they learn. They run for office and learn how to politic and all of that. It's real important.
That's. I would love to be the fly on the wall and listen to how they talk about how to do a speech and how to convince people that what you're saying you mean, and you're going to follow through that. That's always like whenever I did commercials, and I do commercials for campaigns and stuff, and sometimes I had to go, can I go home and sleep at night? I don't know because listening to them talk. Mm-hmm. And listening to them have their conversations before they get in front of the camera, and how things change, and you go like, "Oh, brother, I'm glad I was here to hear this." it was like when we go to the used car places and the used car guys would push a car in front of the camera and then say, "This car is going," going on. And I go, "Y'all, that car won't even start. What are y'all doing?" And I said, "We got to get rid of this car." So, well, what do they do when you come? When they come, what are you going to do? He said, "We'll show them one that's more expensive." That's how you do business, Cindy. You don't know. I went, "Okay, gotcha."
Something else exciting about our post, we just installed 8 flagpoles with a branch flag of every branch in front of our post as a facelift, if you will.
Yes.
And we're adding a display piece, and we've started a gardening committee to make the front display look a lot better. And we're putting in a brick walkway where you can buy a brick to honor a veteran.
Oh, I love that you bringing that back. Oh my goodness! Give me downtown Houston when they and my brother got one of those. They got one of those bricks, and I thought that was the coolest thing. It was just I just stand there and stare at them until somebody comes and say, like, "Do you know them?" "Yes, it's my brother." No, but it was really cool to have something like that.
Nice.
So good for y'all.
Another event that we do annually is we host Shriners Cook-Offs. It's a chili cook-off. We've done 40 to date, and we've raised $525,000.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Our next one will be April 11th.
April 11th. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny when y'all. This one that you're getting ready to do is in October what?
18th.
The 18th, and it will be held at yours
At Post 618.
618. Okay, and tell them how to get there again. Like coming from 45.
So you would take a right on 45 if you were headed from Conroe up to Willis, and you would go down 1097. And there at the 75 intersection, you have to take a left at the light and then take a right at the next light to continue on 1097. And
Yes.
you would just go over the railroad tracks and past the lumber yard and the cemetery, and we're right after the cemetery on your right, across from the Shell station.
Okay, and you just follow the cars because there'll be probably a line of cars going that way. You're like, oh, what's going on? What's everybody going over there for? But we also will have information. Richard is so good about doing that. He'll make sure people know your address and stuff. But the curve you're talking about, coming from and getting on 75, that at night you should have your brights on when you're going to try and make that curve, because I didn't make the curve, and I went up over and was driving in the looked like a pasture, because I could just see just as far out as it was like midnight doing this, and so I went, oh no, and I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what that's going to take me to. Am I going to go off of a cliff or what? And then I got back on 75, and and I told the kids, I said, no, I meant to do that. I was a little shortcut, and so I had to. I hate going that way because that scared me so bad. But that's a cool thing about 75. And then you take 75 and going to Waverly. Is it Waverly's
New
next?
Waverly.
Yeah, Waverly, and then Huntsville's right down. And
That's a nice little ride.
it is. And if you do it in a foggy night, if you've never seen the Sam Houston statue before, it may startle you a bit, but if you look over it, especially in the fog, I have done that. The first time I saw him, I had no idea. I said, well, they have a statue of Sam Houston you'll see on the way, and I went, oh, okay. And I'm thinking of a statue, and when that guy looked, because it's all white, and it looks like a ghost coming out of the. And I hadn't taken any drugs or I hadn't smoked anything. I was just seeing something. I was like, what was that?
One of our members, Carl Overton, he was our service officer for like 17 years, but that was his job, maintaining Sam Houston.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He could tell you everything about that statue. I used to sit and listen to him talk about it all the time.
Well, I wish they had a camera in people's expressions when they see that for the first time, and they go like, things are bigger in Texas. That's right. Look at that, Elma.
First time I seen him, I think I was like 16. We were going to Sam Houston to watch a basketball game from Houston, and the trees went to his shoulder at that time.
Oh,
he was
that's
taller than the
interesting.
trees. Yeah, you could see his head over the trees, 5 miles away from him.
Wow.
And now, but he's surrounded. He's surrounded by him. It makes him look even more creepy. No, but in Houston, downtown Houston, near Herman Park, that was Sam Houston. Wasn't it that a Sam Houston statue that they had? He was on the horse.
Yeah.
That was him. Okay.
On
Yeah.
Memorial.
Yes, and I was thinking like that was what I was going to be seeing, and that thing. I'm like, oh my word! It was cool. I mean, it was cool after you saw it and realized it was what it was, but you'd love to see what the expression of people coming in from New York and going like, okay, did you see that? Okay, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it. I promise I didn't see that. But it is cool. And so what you guys are feeding the kids, and I don't mean feeding them, physically feeding them, but the information that you're giving them and things that they can do and get them out of the game room. And that's, every parent is looking for who could do that for them, and something that they can physically and tactically, get involved in and be able to, live what they always wish. Oh boy, I've got a flag here, and I'm going to salute. I know how to salute now. And do y'all teach them how to salute? Now, do the Marines and you were
Air Force.
Air Force, they have different salutes? Can you tell? Like, you can't tell because if someone, like the British salute with the hand like that.
No, it's the same.
Only the Boy Scouts.
Oh, the three, yeah. The 3 and 1, okay. But see,
We have a
I try-
program on Sunday for kids where they can show up between 2 and 4 and get like some sports training and a meal and games and play with other kids. There's no charge.
that's every
Sunday.
Sunday you have that?
Yeah. On Tuesdays we have senior bingo. We have bingo 5 days a week at the post. We have karaoke and pool night on Fridays. We're just starting up a card night on Thursdays.
That is awesome. Okay, so if you didn't have someone in the service, can you become a member? How could you become a member?
So that would mean if maybe someone in their family served and was a veteran, then they could get into the auxiliary, or if they were a male, they could get into the sons.
Okay.
But if you served in the military and you got an honorable discharge, you can join the American Legion. But the American Legion is nationwide. And
I had no idea that there were so many. What do y'all call your office? Is this
A post.
a post? Yes, sir. A post. So many of those all over Texas. I mean, Texas really does.
There's
have,
just 17 in just our district. We're a big state. There's thousands, I imagine.
and so that's what I was wondering. I'd ask her. So I said, "Do y'all have fundraisers all at the same time in your different posts and raise the money? And does that go collectively into a,
Each post has their own fundraiser that they run, and everything's separate. But there are programs that, like national runs and stuff, that we contribute in small amounts that way. Yes.
Okay. Well, but the good that you do and every Sunday you have this program, and you have all these different other programs going on.
We're open 8 a.m. to midnight every single day, 365. There's always something going on at our post.
And I know that part of that is that you want to have that that availability to any veteran that may be having problems and that they need help. They would like to come talk it out, or
We've had them. About 6 months ago, we had a lady veteran had a flat tire on the side of the freeway. The people that stopped to help her brought her over to the post, and she didn't have no money for a tire. We went and got her a tire, put a tire on her car, put her in a motel that night because it was late in the evening when it happened. And then the next morning, we put the tire on the car, took her to the gas station, and sent her back on her way. But that's she was a veteran, okay? We do that for veterans, okay?
so sweet.
That's the kind of things we do. We do those too. You come in there, and we try not to turn too many people away.
Yeah.
We host blood drives as well.
Yeah.
There's at least 4 or 5 of them we do a year.
You do. Well, y'all are really busy. I mean, that happens. Now, what is the capacity that you can have in there? Like, what's the most people that come to things like this?
Hundreds at a time.
Yeah.
I don't know the limit. I don't think.
Well, we've had standing room only a couple of times, but yeah, our events like the cook-offs, we'll have 20, 30 kids running all over the place while the parents are doing the cook-off, you know. And it's just a big playground out there in the middle.
And the safest place in the world you could be, right? And so that's, that means everything nowadays. So safety and security that you feel when you're around all you guys. But I would love to sit and listen to stories, but I know a lot of them feel uncomfortable talking to anyone that hasn't been there, and they feel more comfortable talking to you guys that have actually seen it and been part of it. And that you guys would welcome people in like that because they have a history, they can come in and all these activities are available for kids and for teenagers and for, I guess until you don't have like a limit, like a cutoff, like it's not for 18 and older, it's just for 12 to 18, or do you have any kind of range or anything like that?
Well, now as far as our youth program, they come from like 5, 6 on up to 16, 17.
Oh.
But now there's Brett's foundation. I don't know what age limits. He's also there on Sundays. He has a program. But I'm not. All I know is it's for children, and it's sports oriented. But he has that going every Sunday too. And if you come up there and you want your kids to learn sports, Brett will be there, and they can join his program there.
That is awesome.
What's the name of his program?
On Deck Foundation.
On Deck? On Deck Foundation. That's good. That's a good name for it. But you guys have got, like Willis is growing and has grown. I mean, when we got there, it was just like, maybe a few places, but all of a sudden it just went crazy with HEB. HEB, they kept promising me when I moved there, we're going to have an HEB here. In fact, we're buying up this land so that Kroger can't have it. And I went, well, that's mean. And I said, that's the way it goes. And we're going to buy this up, and we're going to have HEB here, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. So then Kroger goes across the freeway and builds a Signature, and they're selling clothes and furniture and all that. That didn't last long, but they were doing that, and I would walk around those 2 blocks just like somebody open, and because only thing we had was like downtown Willis, that market that scared me because I didn't know where that meat or how long that meat had been in that freezer. I just didn't know.
You better quit talking about Larry like that.
No, it's like coming from where we had come from, and then came in there, and I walked in there, and I said, "Are y'all about to close up, or no? This is how we always look."
Hey, he's got the best stocking system than anybody else. You got to ask him where it is. No theft.
That's right. That's exactly right. The most laid back dude, that you've ever seen. And I wanted to take pictures of it because it was like unbelievable. And this is like historic, like this. And need to take pictures of it. I don't know how many times probably the Chamber of Commerce have come in and had to come to Jesus
He
meeting
just
with
points. He says it's over in that stack. When you're done with the audit, let me know.
Yeah. He'll say, yeah, you can't find it? You can't find it? Well, I got things to do. I don't just look around. It's there somewhere. And I said, well, is this meat for sale like now, or do you have to cut on it a little bit more, or what are you going to do with it? He is so funny. He's funny, but it is a showstopper. I mean, people need to go there. Just that's you can go see statues in a museum and stuff like that. But if you go through that
Hardware store.
hardware, groceries, any kind of mechanical thing that you might find, old newspapers. All of that's there. So
We are I wanted to add that we are the only veteran organization in Willis, and I wanted to tell any veteran listening that we're going to have a Halloween event. If they want somewhere to go to experience camaraderie, we're going to be there for Thanksgiving, Veterans Day, and Christmas. They're more than welcome to join us.
Oh, so they can come in and eat Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner. They can be there, and that's great. I mean, you guys are like a hidden treasure up there in Willis. I love that you have so many activities and stuff. Now, do you have a website that people can go to and see all the stuff that you're doing?
Yes, we do. I wish my memory was better than it is, but it is TXLEGION post 618.org. So that would be Texas Legion Post 618.org.
Okay, and you have all your your activities and things like that listed, and
Yeah, they can
your
click
calendar.
on the calendar tab, and they can go all the way to the end of the year. The calendar's full with events.
Especially right now. Yeah, it's getting ready to get into the holiday season, and
It's gonna get busy.
yes, it's going to get busy. And so y'all,
You hear that? 618. It's gonna get busy.
Get ready.
I hope you're not just listening to them on the radio. And y'all, okay, we're almost through, so y'all got to get back and get busy. Is there any way you guys do a shout out to anyone in your family or anybody there at 618?
The 618 family. We come together for every event like we are actually family.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good.
Come
Wait.
visit.
You want me to come visit?
Sure.
You do? You want me to come visit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come out for the Honor Guard cook-off, the 18th.
The cook-off, I definitely,
You're going to judge, right?
I'm going to judge.
And Richard,
Look,
right?
Richard.
And Richard.
Look, see, and Richard.
And Richard.
Well, she needs her little sugar daddy too, so
What?
What?
or whatever I'm called. I don't know.
Oh, you're
okay.
my sugar grandson.
Right hand.
Yeah, her walker is what she needs. Yeah, let's go, Cindy.
No,
Do you wear skates when you're with her?
No, I'll have too much fun.
She could have a walker with wheels on.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go, Cindy.
Yeah.
I'm free. That
You're
what
free?
time does it start? Let's remind folks.
It'll start at 8 a.m.
Okay, and then judging starts at noon, probably, or what?
About
10.
9:30 is 10. No, about 10.
The
10.
cooks meeting is at 9, so the first turn-in is at 10 o'clock,
Okay.
and then 11, 12,
Oh,
1, and
cool.
2.
That'll probably be pina coladas, right?
Yeah. Well, I know the first one is beans and then pina coladas.
Yeah, pina
Um,
coladas.
Then we do awards
you
at
go.
2:30.
Okay, there you go, Cindy.
Do y'all do Coke Zero or anything?
Yes.
No, you're good.
Yes,
I'll
we do.
drink. I'll drink yours again.
You'll drink
Cindy.
mine? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we,
And and so are you gonna bring in like how they did at the Thin Blue Line? They had a house that the judges went in, and then they bring the food in there, and then you would eat that, and then
It's
fill out the form.
But they'll bring in each entry will have its own dish, okay?
Right.
And then what they'll do is set them dishes out in front of you, and you'll cut off a piece, eat it, just a piece, and eat it, and then throw your forks away, and then close the lid, and you'll write down how you felt about between 1 and 10, what you'd rate it.
Okay.
Okay. Then you pass it to the next judge, and they'll pass yours. You open it, get a new knife and fork.
Yeah, you're good, Cindy. One thing I would recommend, though, because this is a really funny moment when we were doing the Thin Blue Line, was they put us in this house because they wanted us to be secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I think there were 6 total awards they wanted us to judge, and I think it was the 4th one. It was a judge of the tents. So they gave us clipboards, and they're like, hey, go walk around and look at the tents. And I go, well, isn't it kind of obvious who the judges are? If there's only like 7 people with clipboards looking like very like detailed at the tents. I'm like, why are we in this room? Like
they wanted everybody to know
the
that
room
they
was
couldn't
far
let you
away
sample
too.
their food.
Yeah, the room was far away too. So I was like, we had to keep walking back. I was like, this is crazy. Like, why don't we just eat it right in front of the tent? Why they already know who we are?
Exactly. That's what I thought. And then whenever they have something, it would just blow your mouth away. You go like, okay, I don't think I can taste anything else after this because it was so hot.
That's because you wouldn't drink the Bloody Marys to wash it down. And Cindy gave me a hard time, but she didn't know what a Bloody Mary was. And of course, these people decorate them because that's kind of like the fun thing with Bloody Marys. And I was like, I don't care. I like the red Solo Cup one because that was probably the best one. And
that's right.
And then we were walking around and we see the red Solo team, and I was like, I'm gonna get more Bloody Marys from that. They're good over there. And
he's staying in line with that. I just think, he got better. He was nicer and all that after they went through getting the drinks. Yeah, after the
my BS meter was way off after a while, so I just kind of let Cindy be Cindy, and I'm like, I can put up with it today. I can finally put up with it.
That's what I need to do right before the show or eat show. Drink that, and that would help you.
But we got to be going, Cindy.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We'll also have taster's cups as well.
Taster's cup?
Where the public can come get a little cup for $1 and go and taste
there you
all
go.
the cookers.
Okay, so the public can come into this. Okay.
Yes.
There you go, public. Okay. You can be there. And I'll try not to eat too much of it.
You'll be all right.
It'll be okay.
Yeah,
I think
it'll
you'll
be
have
okay.
enough. You'll have enough to go around?
Yes.
Okay.
Plenty.
Okay, because I'm not sharing with Richard.
You'll have fun. You come to the barbecue and you'll have fun, betcha.
I know I will. If it's not there, I'll make it. Make it fun where it's fun, and just making fun of Richard. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be great. I'm so glad y'all included him because then he can drive.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you gonna drive, Richard? Okay.
I figured I have to take care of everything.
Well, listen, first responders, we love you, we admire you, and thank you so much. And for your service, especially, we say thank you. And then to everybody out there, military and police officers and teachers and parents are all first responders. Okay. All right. See ya. Call somebody you love.
Every week, people ask the same 2 questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these 2 questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, 1-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process of helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran Show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Does your company have needs that can be met by an employee who is dependable?